What is up, fam? Welcome back to the Car Talk podcast. I am super pumped to be filming another one of these. I've been missing this, and if I'm being honest, I've been really procrastinating posting a couple. I've had two filmed for the past 2 weeks, I think, and I just haven't come around to posting them. So I apologize, but I will be getting back on track very, very shortly. And I'm feeling some fire that's gonna come out today. So I really hope. I really hope that you listen to this and you can relate to this and that you honestly get something from it, because that is why I've created this podcast. I have not created this podcast to make money. I've not created this podcast to create fame. I've not created this podcast for any other purpose than to spread happiness, spread positivity, and spread curiosity, because I think that's the one thing that this world is missing most, is just the simple fact that if you're curious, you are open to a world of possibilities and a world of endless opportunities. And that's what I want to talk about today, is just the fact that if you look at this world with a half glass full perspective, this whole entire thing that you experience that we call a journey of life will become much more pleasurable and much more fun. I know a lot of my friends and family members and the people that I'm close to, that I talk to a lot, they're really not that happy on a Monday. And I think we need to switch that narrative. I think that if you're not happy on a Monday, you should actually be happy because you're realizing you're not happy, and that means that you can start the change to doing something better that you love to do. And that's the key to this life, is just literally finding something that you love to do every single day, not just on stinking Friday, not just on Saturday, not just on Sunday, on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Every single day needs to stop having a derogatory or positive connotation around it because of the fact that our work week is Monday through Friday. Our work week should be something that we enjoy, because we are going to be spending the rest of our lives working. Do you realize that? If you were working right now 40 to 50 hours a week, you are spending your time working more than you're doing anything else other than sleeping. So why don't you think about a way that you can love your life and love what you call work Monday through Sunday, not just Monday through Friday? I've got that entrepreneurial mindset, and I know if you're listening to this, you do too. So I know that you're just like me. No, you don't look at any other day like it's different. Every other day is another day. Every other day is an opportunity to refresh, to grow, and to make more opportunities out of what you got yesterday, or out of the losses that you made yesterday. And losses are not losses as in negative. They're lessons. They are as in positives. That's the other biggest issue with why our society is not as curious as we could be. It's because we're scared to fail, fam. Losses are lessons. They are not failures. They are not indicators that you are not on the right path. They are indicators that you are on the right path, and that you are going to be going on a path that is unlike any other path that's easy. And because of that, you will create a total different world that's going to bring value to others. And that's the holy grail, fam. If you want to fucking feel good, you bring value to others. You don't make $1,000 in a fucking day. That's not the way to feel good. The way to feel good is to do what you love to do and make an impact. The most successful actors in the world, for example, they're not going out and spending a lot of their time creating movies just for the money. And the ones that are doing that aren't successful. I can promise you that. The ones that are really successful, like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, he's not doing it for the fucking money. He's doing it to entertain you and I, to make us truly escape from the world that we live in and embrace a whole new world that is called cinema. Whatever that movie is, that's what we escape into, and that's what we enjoy so much. And because we enjoy it so much, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson makes a good amount of money. And that's the coolest thing about this world that we live in, and the country in particular that we live in. I haven't traveled enough to say what other countries have this incredible blessing that we have, to be able to go out and do what you love to do and create something financially for yourself. I just think that is an unbelievable freedom and pleasure that I think every single one of us needs to take more serious. And I say that with so much passion because there are so many people left to the left and to the right of me that are just constantly not doing what they love to do. They're spending maybe an hour, 2 hours, maybe 10 hours a week doing what they love to do. When I know damn well, when I look at them, I see the fact that if they were to take a step back and just reduce the amount of money they spend in their lifestyle, whether that means, you know, downgrading your home or going from owning a home to renting in an apartment, like literally little things like that, driving a less fancy car, like things like that. If you were to take a step back for like 2 to 5 years and lean into the things and the passions that you have, 90% of the people that I see that have these passions that are so fucking good at what they do, they could break through within 2 years of creating content and within 2 years of just building and leaning into what they love. But instead, what we're doing is we're just constantly settling. We're constantly settling for working for 40 to 50 hours a week and then escaping in the evenings and escaping through whatever you use to escape with, and then, you know, doing some of the things that you love on the weekend, and then doing it all over again on Monday, and looking forward to vacations, and looking forward to, you know, time off. Like, what the fuck? That is not, in this country, we should not be looking forward to time off. I think we all have a special place in this world to be able to love our every single day, every single minute of every day, because we're so passionate about what we're doing, and it'll allow you to make enough money to live. I'm not talking, like, and that's the other biggest issue with our society, is we think that success is literally jets. We think it's fancy homes. We think it's fancy cars, boats, lake homes. All of the materialistic things that you can think of is what we think and attach success to. But that is a fucking false narrative. It literally is completely false. And if we can just realize that it's false, put our perspective around that that's false, and that we're not going to change once we have those things, we'll start to do the things that genuinely bring us happiness. The things that brought us happiness before we even knew what the fuck money was. And as soon as you can start fucking leaning into those things, and as soon as you can start truly digging deep and finding what you're passionate about and what problems in this world you want to fix, that's when things will click. I promise you, and I promise you that if you just go out and just go and do it and stop contemplating, you will become something that you always dreamed of being, but never thought you could be. And never in a million years would you think it'd be a reality. And I promise you, if you go about that patiently and just authentically to you, you will make it, and you will make it not just well, you will make it great. You will be something absolutely special. And I just think that we're living through one of those times where people that are absolutely incredibly special are popping up everywhere. And they're getting out, and they're getting their voices heard, and they're getting their messages out, and it is actually spreading an impact. And it might be 1 or 2 people at first, but I promise you, it will snowball. It will, and if it hasn't already, if you've started, it's going to. So keep going. I love you all so much. Stay curious, and remember, if you're happy, spread that happiness in one way or another. I always say, if you can spread a text, if you can spread a tweet, if you're into the social media stuff, spread a post, you know, share a post that's going to make somebody smile, make somebody realize that there is some good, kind people still in this world. And yeah, without that, this world would be nothing. So I love you all so much, and I really thank you so much for listening to this. And if you like this episode, please share it with a friend. Give it a like. It helps the algorithm. I know everybody's like, oh, like, subscribe, and all that stuff, and I thought I'd never do that, and I've done good up until this point, but honestly, it does help, and this is a message that I really believe in, and I think it really needs to be spread. And all of the episodes to follow, and all of the ones that I've posted already, I really believe in as well. So I just really hope that you get something out of them as well, and that, you know, like I said, somebody else can get something out of it that you may know. So I love you, and take care. We'll see you guys next one. Stay curious.